What's up? Tonight we're talking about how to remove charge-offs from your credit report for beginners using advanced tactics. Now, before you start thinking that this is going to be some sort of convoluted, like really hard to understand type of deal, I've broken it down to make it really, really simple. So what we're going to do is we're not going to overthink this. We're just going to start deconstructing the accounts one by one, looking for the following information that I'm going to give you, and for you to understand that the majority of deletions and corrections come from disputes that contain nothing but facts, right? And that's what factual disputing is, okay? So let's look at what we're going to do. And this is what I call credit crunch time. Okay, so we're going to find the reason that our account doesn't belong. So I've broken this down to make it a little bit simple, but I have an example account here with Capital One. And as you can see in my other videos, what I'm looking for is basically the thing that does not belong. Okay, as you can see on this one, the comments don't say that it's been disputed, but Experian does say it's been disputed. Equifax does not say it's been disputed. We have 2 different years in the date last active. We have, missing information in the date last paid. We don't have complete payment history. There's a lot to look for here, right? But how do you know what to look for? Well, like I said, I've made this a little bit easier to consume. So let's take a look at the section right here that says big ideas. So what you want to do is take a look at your entire account. Are there different balances or dates between all bureaus? If yes, start there. Look at the payment history. Does it show charge off or late payments more than 1 month or late payments after the account was closed? If yes, start there. Now, just to clarify, when I say late payments in the payment history more than one, I'm talking about after the account was closed, because there should not be any activity after the account was closed, okay? And if it says charged off, obviously the account is closed, okay? So look at the date last active and the date last paid. Are you seeing different dates by years? If yes, you want to start there. And I'm going top to bottom. So if one of these does meet it, but something else doesn't, then that's where you want to start, okay? Was it disputed before? If yes, check the comment section for the notice of dispute. If it's missing, start there. Now, take a look at this account. Remember I said that TransUnion does not show the notice of dispute in the comment section, but Experian does. It says consumer statement disputed by consumer. Now, this person made a mistake. They should not have put a consumer statement saying that it's been disputed, because now you can't get the bureaus for the missing notice of dispute. And it also says right here, account was in dispute, now resolved, reported by subscriber. So Experian is not in violation, but the other 2 bureaus are. Okay, this is very, very important. Section 623 states that the account must be reported within 30 days from the date that it was received as disputed. So was it disputed before? If yes, check the date last reported for an updated date. If not, they did not investigate the account and lied and said it was verified as accurate. If it had been verified as accurate, that date would have been updated to a recent date, and it would have been obviously changed, right? So because they didn't do that, I take it as them not having investigated the account. So we're going to take 3 of these things. So we're taking our top 3 ideas and we're going to list them right here. Idea number 1 is notice of dispute. Idea number 2 is date last reported. And idea number 3 is date last paid. The action is the reason that we're creating for deletion, right? So we have a list of things we look for. Now we took 3 of those things that meet our criteria for our account, and now we're going to create dispute reasons for it. So for notice of dispute, it's going to be notice was not entered within 30 days of receipt, delete for violation of section 623. For date last reported, you verified this as accurate, but you did not update the date last reported. And for date last paid, reports with different years between all 3 bureaus. Experian shows 1/1/2015, and this is just an example. Equifax 2/2/2016, and TransUnion 3/3/2017, right? So our next step is to put our dispute letter together and include all the required action items. And you also need to think about what resources do you need to pull this off. Is it just a letter? Do you have screenshots of your accounts like I do? You need to set a timeline and then make it happen. Now, before you go looking at other stuff, I'm actually going to show you the AJERO formula and how you can use this to create the best structured dispute reason, because again, the majority of deletions and corrections come from disputes that contain nothing but facts, but you need an actionable, repeatable way to create your dispute reason to get results, right? So let's look at that first, and then I'm going to show you your next steps. So the AJERO formula is really, really simple. It's called AJERO because it is action, justifier, element, reason, and outcome. So if we go fill this information in, our action would be something like delete. Our justifier is always the same. It is because. The element, we can say, let's take the first one, notice of dispute. The reason, taken directly from idea number 1, it was not entered within 30 days of receipt. And then the outcome, we could say delete for a violation of section 623. So when we put it all together, this is going to give us our dispute reason. Delete this account because the notice of dispute was not entered within 30 days of receipt. Delete for violation of section 623. As you can see, it gives a structured dispute reason based on the AJERO formula. Now, if you look at the next steps, it's actually really, really simple. Use your dispute tracker, and that I actually gave you in a recent video, to notate the dates that you've sent out your new dispute and pull a new report on the 31st day after receipt. Check for deletions or corrections, changed information, and violations. Construct a new letter based off the new credit report supported by the facts. If you have questions about this, post it down in the comments. Like this video if you found it valuable. Maybe you didn't know any of this stuff. And make sure to share this video with someone that you think that it may actually help. And if you want to see if I can actually do a credit sweep for you, because obviously I don't have to learn any of this stuff, I'm already certified in it, then use the link at the top of your screen, my740.com. Go and schedule a call with me and I will see if I can help. But for today, that is it on how to remove charge-offs by breaking it down and deconstructing your accounts one by one, looking for specific information. And you know what? I said this in 2017 and I'll say it again. It's Sesame Street simple. We are simply finding the reason the account doesn't belong.